It's the advice we all know, but maybe haven't followed. Experts say budgeting is the key to financial freedom. Without it, you'll never reach your goals. Be it an emergency fund, debt payoff, or even retirement. Everyone has their own budgeting system. There's 50, 30, 20ths. Zero-based, pay yourself first. But here's the problem. Everyone says budgeting is the key to financial freedom. But let's be honest, for most Filipinos, budgeting doesn't actually work. So why is it so hard for us to stick to our budget? We're taught to make perfect spreadsheets with ideal expense categories like rent, utilities, food, transportation, entertainment, but not how to deal with real-life problems, like when your income suddenly drops from 30,000 to 20,000 pesos a month because your regular client didn't return, or when you have to send emergency money back home because your mom needs to go to the hospital, or when prices rise but your salary stays the same. What do you do if your water and electric bills suddenly increase at the same time? Your budget assumes your income is stable, but in the Philippines, that's often not the case. Many Filipinos earn irregularly, especially freelancers, small business owners. You know what? Second, budgeting can feel restrictive. If you've ever made a budget and felt guilty every time you break it, then you know the feeling. That guilt leads to giving up entirely. Imagine you're living paycheck to paycheck and every centavo is accounted for. You might feel trapped. You can't buy yourself flowers because it's not in the budget. You skip your friend's 50th birthday party because you can't afford to buy a gift. You don't celebrate Christmas because the bonus isn't enough. Eventually, you just give up. Third, most budgets don't factor in the Filipino family dynamic. Imagine this. You've created a solid budget plan. You're tracking your expenses, categorizing them, and then suddenly your cousin asks for financial help because he failed his CPA exams and needs to review. Then your aunt asks for a loan because she has an operation. The next thing you know, your budget is gone. So what works better than traditional budgeting? Here are some things you can try. First, start with spending awareness, not restrictions. Track where your money is going for one full month. Every paisa, no judgment. This is how much you can spend on food, transportation, personal care. Then identify areas to improve. Maybe you can cook more often or find cheaper alternatives without sacrificing quality. Second, build a plan, but keep it flexible. Look back at your past 3 months of expenses to get an average. What did you spend on average per category? Now set limits if necessary, but give yourself a buffer for unexpected costs. Instead of restricting yourself, give yourself room to breathe. Third, build a buffer, not just a budget. A simple emergency fund gives you breathing room when your water heater breaks down, or you need to visit the hospital. Having savings also builds confidence. If you know you have something to fall back on, you're less likely to be afraid when unexpected expenses arise. Even saving just 5% consistently can protect your future. Fourth, focus on systems, not willpower. When it comes to money, we often rely too much on our willpower. I won't buy that dress. I won't eat out today. I won't check my crypto investments. I'll just focus on work. But willpower isn't infinite. It gets tired. Sometimes all you need is a good system to support your goals. Automate your savings. Set spending limits by category and stick to it. Allow yourself a treat once a month so you don't burn out. Budgeting isn't dead. It just needs to be adapted to the real Filipino experience. In a world where everything is uncertain, the only thing you can control is your money. Follow Money Built PH4, real-world money tips that actually work.